Chris Chan for KaijuPop.com, and we are in London. Touch that. Wow, swish. This is 80 Days on iOS. It is an interactive fiction thing that's apparently a steampunk retelling of Around the World in 80 Days, the Jules Verne novel thing. And yeah, we're literally, this is literally first impressions going on here. This game was supposed to have come out on iOS this past week, got pushed back to this coming week, to July 31st. So that's when this is going to be available for your iOS devices, $5 I think. And yeah, this is by Inkle, who did Steve Jackson's Sorcery on iOS, and that was kind of a app-ized version of a fighting fantasy choose-your-own adventure book, which I really liked from an app perspective. From the actual fiction perspective, it was a little bit not as good as I remembered it when I was a kid, the sort of fighting fantasy things. But this is an entirely new kind of adventure, and apparently very, very focused on multifaceted choices and things like that. The idea being that there are like tons and tons and tons of different endings that you can get to. So a very intricate piece of interactive fiction here. So Monsieur Phileas Fogg returned home early from the Reform Club in a newfangled steam carriage besides. I helped him down. Let's touch that. Continue. And the iron lunch steam-driven horses chatted away. Passepartout, she said he. We are going around the world. Around the world, monsieur? Oh, very good, monsieur. Very good. Circumnavigate the globe within 80 days. Leave Paris on 8:25 in an hour. Right. So lots of choices going on here. A lot of choose your own adventure stuff. Interactive fiction is kind of about giving the illusion of agency and having lots of branches that don't really affect the plot. Here, I think there's so many different branches that you'll wind up having very unique tales. And one thing that I don't think we've got to yet. One thing that this is quite keen on is some connectivity with the game. So the idea being that you're setting off around the globe on your 80-day race, your 80-day gamble, and we should be able to see other players as well and how far they've gotten as we're connected online. The game isn't out yet, so we're not going to see that too much, but hopefully we'll see a little bit of it later on. Let's see. Right, no time to have a lie down. We're off. So yeah, it seems that we're sort of straight into control here. So we have funds. I've got given £4,000 here. My character is now dependable. So there's this kind of reputation system in place. Sorcery had a similar thing where you had a spirit guide that was continually changing depending on your choices, things like that. So if I have a look in my suitcase, I've got inventory items. Ooh, wool shirts and wool trousers. There's things to bring with us. So that's kind of cool. It's a good thing to have an inventory constantly there. Sorcery, it was harder to get to that stuff, so it's a nice little bit of a UI thing that I can just tap in the corner and know what I have. Englishman's wardrobe set. Wonderful. You can always trust a man in a well-starched woolen shirt. Oh, and that's nice. You just like swipe down, and he's gone. That's lovely. So yeah, let's go. Wow, we're off to Paris. Let's discover our route as we go onwards. Should I pack or should I depart? Well, I think I have to pack first. Let's see. There was just a moment to see is there anything further that I thought might be useful for a long trip. He said altimeter, right? I need an altimeter. Oh wow, this is nice. This is proper like Resident Evil style inventory management. Or if you've got to squeeze everything into this suitcase, that's really clever. Playing cards? What can I fit? Timetable, evening jacket, wax cylinder. I want that. It's valuable in different places. Oh, I can sell stuff. This is awesome. I didn't have that. You gotta be well dressed. And I can fit in some playing cards, have a little bit of space. Lovely. Right, let's go. Oh, this is really good. You gotta dress up in different ways to charm people along the way. I'm enjoying this already. Let us depart. So let's see. Amphitheatrite. I can't even read that. Embark for one suitcase. Arrives tomorrow, departs at 8 p.m. Oh, it's 7:50 p.m. now. Oh, is this happening in real time? It's not 7:50 p.m. as I'm recording this, so yeah, I don't know whether time is of the essence. Remember, speed is of the essence, but it also kills. Let's go here. Embark. Oh, okay. Alright, so yeah, inventory management continuing on the thing. So if I have too much luggage, then I can't get on the train. That's a cool little thing. Let's go. Cambridge. That's where Inkle is. That's where I'm from. My hometown. No, nowhere near that. Young horses race past Piccadilly Circus and Pall Mall through faster than a team of thoroughbreds. Even so, the whistle of the 8:25 was blowing as we pulled up to Charing Cross. Screw it. Let's see if we can just hop on for free. Ah, no. Alas, monsieur. We were in a great hurry. You purchased them for me. It was more expensive, I'm afraid. £85. Okay. And smiled a thin smile from one working man to another. The guy gave me our tickets and slid the compartment door shut behind them with a pneumatic hiss. Good. I loved like these little speech bubbles going in. I think one thing that I didn't like about Sorcery is that there wasn't much of a sense of character going on. There was a lot of set dressing. You got a really good feel for the locations. But there wasn't much of a sense of who you were as a character. I think like this idea of having this just gentlemanly dude say stuff in speech bubbles every now and then could really help with that. Going through Kent, Monsieur Frog read his paper while so we packed our bags. I demanded to know the purpose of our journey. Let's find out what's going on here. How large a wager? £20,000? Turned back to his paper. God rapped on our door. We're about to submerge. Ooh. What do you mean submerge? Oh wow. So this is the the steampunk twist to this. We're going through submersible trains and all the rest of it. The Eurostar before the Eurostar happened. It's underwater and all the rest of it. In a submarine. Must have missed it. And this is the Mer train. Bloody journalists. Bath Escape locomotive. Nice. I do love like this kind of retro future steampunk stuff. I am very much appeals to me. And there's just, you can perhaps hear it, I've got the sound turned down a fair bit so that you can hear me, but, I kind of like the, Sorcery as well did this, just very subtle little sound effects to add into things, so that the hiss of the wheels extending just sounds nice. It's just enough, and just enough musically. To kind of add to the atmosphere, but still, hopefully, I haven't tried. I hope that I can play this with podcasts on, because that's how I enjoy this kind of thing. The time whizzing through, so there's almost kind of a board game feel to this, right? It's kind of feeling very much like you've got to manage your resources, things like that, and this kind of traveling this far costs X amount of time. It's interesting. Whereas like sorcery and fighting fantasy stuff, very much like D&D paper role playing. This seems more board gamey. which I enjoy already. You know, it's hard to say within the first few minutes of the game, but I'm already liking this. It appeals to my sensibilities more, I guess, than Sorcery did. Calais. What's the plan? No plan. Great. Surely, surely not Bombay. Surely not Syria. I am a 19th century Englishman. Surely not foreign countries. Surely not Siberia. It's so cold and grim. Particularly fear of bears. Brilliant. Faster or safer? Faster. Yay. Oh, wow. So, yeah, depending on your discussions, it's opened up the Bombay route here. So it's giving me different choices of routes to take. Go through Omsk. Kutsk. Yay! I think that's going to take us closer to Kaiju Pop Towers, so we're going to go that way, I think. Let's go the Siberian route. I have to explore Paris to find an outward journey. So I can go to the bank, I can go shopping, or exploring. What are these other things here? This. Oh, cool. So yeah, this is the stuff that I was talking about, the connectivity thing. So you touch the top left, it's giving you a whole bunch of stats saying how far you've traveled. Right now, 2 days and counting, and obviously I've only been on a train and that kind of thing. So I've gotten this far, and as far as I can tell, so I mean, you can choose to share this on Twitter and whatnot. But as more people are playing, I think the idea is you're going to see a whole bunch of other lines of people on your friends list and things like that, showing how far they've gotten. But yeah, obviously you can do that with Twitter and whatnot. Or you can just, if you use your Twitter name, be visible to other players to stumble across your image. Alright. Okay. You can get rid of that. Okay. So I hope that doesn't tweet shit to my timeline. I don't really know what that means. I hope it's just that, we'll see other people on the map. But yeah, that's a really neat feature. This kind of not, you can get into sort of multiplayer competition without it being discrete multiplayer. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's explore Paris here. Explore 4 hours. You can take the time. It's only day 2. Oh, okay, right. So we have to explore in order to get. I know I want to go towards Russia, but I have to get a route to Russia first. So let's head into town here. Talking streets for one thing only. An enormous, elegant oval stadium, stretching upon the green fields of Champ-de-Mars and containing the technological marvels, art, amusement parks, and milling crowds of the World's Fair of 1872. This. I was certain Monsieur Fogg did not intend for me to visit fairs. Let's go inside. Ooh, airships. Let's get an airship. Let's get an airship. How much did it cost? £80 for a half-hour flight? Yeah, not today. Can we steal one of these? A gyrocopter. I want one of those. Maybe one day. Okay, let's move on here. Did you enjoy the exposition? My mouse doing quite differently, as though I've been out visiting an agent. Great aunt. I like this. This is kind of the fact that it's you're shaping the script and other people's attitudes and your own thoughts to what's going on, as opposed to just I'm going left or right. It's much more sort of role playing because you're kind of shaping the character in himself. Let's see. And I nodded. Will we travel by airship? I want to go on an airship. I think it highly likely. They're expensive, but extremely fast. Between the night mechanical wonders, knowing little of the strange adventures and stranger peoples I would soon encounter in my journey around the world. Okay. Clock's ticking. Shall we go to the market? Let's see what we've got. I've already got a full... Okay, but I can buy an extra suitcase for £5. 100D? What does that mean? Let's get another suitcase. Yeah. And Zoetrope. What do I want that for? Valuable. Okay, so I can trade and stuff is the idea. Wow. We're gonna go through Berlin on the way to Russia, surely. Let's get that and sell it. What's the plane's hat? American wardrobe's hat? Nah. Okay. Cool. Let's go to Berlin. Which is, no, it's Munich. But I can go from Munich to Berlin, surely. Or I can go to Amsterdam. Or I can go to Amsterdam. Totally go to Amsterdam, but I need 2 suitcases. Oh no! I screwed up. Because I put all that wine in the other suitcase, so I'm probably going to have to ditch. Nice! Nice. Let's go to Amsterdam. Okay. So, while I go and get my tulips and my marijuana, I think that's probably enough for now, because... Let's do that? Yeah. How do I do that? Zip in here. Plan. Go. Okay. Go. 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 Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to figure out just the UI of actually choosing which route to take here. But while I plan my trip to Amsterdam, I don't want things to get too spoilerific. So I'm going to cut it off right here. I'm always, whenever I get something interesting, I always get crazy excited about it for the first sort of 15 minutes or so, and then gradually find things to grumble about. So do head on over to kaijupop.com. Hopefully before the game gets released on July 31st we'll have a full written review, but just basically on the initial opening sort of 20 minutes or so, I'm really liking this so far. I think presentationally it's really cool, and you seem to be able to do an awful lot more, or it does an awful lot more with character and things like that than certainly Sorcery did. So I'm really enjoying myself so far anyway. The game comes out July 30th. I gotta make my decision because time's taken away. Chris Chan for kaijupop.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.